Williams rolling. We got it. Oh, look at that. All right, we're hanging out. It's 103.5 KTO. Lencia Kebede, the building is full of joy right now. Come on now.
Hey.
You know, I'm trying to keep this intro at 10.5 seconds, the same length that you held that note.
I'm dead.
The same length that Usain Bolt has ran faster 100 meters. Wow. Have you thought
crazy.
about that?
I have not in that context, but now that I know that, y'all can't tell me anything.
Yeah, you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing. Wow, your presence is a present, and thank you for hanging out here.
Of course, I'm so glad to be here.
I've only seen you green. Besides the facts that you have spent some time around our iHeartRadio building, and you had the chance to sit down with our family and friends at the Breakfast Club, and you talked about your journey and what it means to you to be able to be Elphaba in this iconic Broadway show. If you can sum it up in a little bit of a sentence, what would you say?
I mean, it just means everything to me. I get to represent my community, my personal story, the story of anyone who's ever felt different or othered in any way beyond what you look like. It could be just how you feel.
Yeah.
So it's just this opportunity to tell a story that relates to so many people and have the opportunity to inspire people to believe in themselves and go for things that matter to them. So it's so special to me.
And it's so much who you are.
Yeah.
You know, and the fact that, you know, your ability to step on stage and to not only give her the just due, but to know that it comes from a space that you can relate to so much.
Yes.
You know, how powerful is it to step onto that stage and to be able to channel what means so much in your heart and to bring this iconic character to life?
It's cathartic. It's like therapy.
Yeah.
Getting to process these feelings, getting to feel, I feel othered in the beginning. The students are not very nice to me. Shocker. But the feeling as the character gets closer to herself as time goes on, as she sort of becomes witchier, more witchy, and just to feel how she grows in her confidence and understanding of herself is it empowers me as a person, as an actor, as Lencia.
Is that reflective of your growth? I mean, your upbringing, being able to step into your truth as you go along and you shine just as a human, that you just find that evolution, the same character thread that you've been able to take with you when you wipe off the green and you get to go home and be you.
Absolutely. I know firsthand what it feels like to maybe distrust yourself because the world doesn't trust you, and still push through that and still be no, I belong here. Even if you are questioning that about yourself, and that's what she does. She's I'm gonna take up space.
Yes.
I'm gonna fight for what I believe in. And
Yes.
that's absolutely representative of my experience on and off stage.
One of the notes that I wrote down is connecting, and the word connection, and what it means not only to connect to the character, but also to connect with the audience from the stage to, really draw people in. What's that superpower feel like to have?
Come on, superpower. No, I love that. It feels like a very important responsibility.
Yes.
And a responsibility that I never want to abuse and I always want to uphold. And it's special to get to be a sort of representation of community through this role, especially being the first full-time Black Elphaba, and just speaking on inclusivity and just honoring everybody and who they are and bringing us together and being look, we actually could do more together than separate.
I wrote that down because as I was watching and listening to your chat with, I mentioned a bit ago, with the Breakfast Club. And it's the opportunity to really be intentional, to care so much.
Yes.
To really care so much about the way that you do own that responsibility. And in some way, I feel the same, just being a young Black man in the pop radio world. We are very much a unicorn, but we put that self-inflicted responsibility on ourselves to just want to be our best to show others. So, as you look into the crowd, or as you watch other young girls of so many different ethnicities look up to you and be inspired by you, that's a heavy crown to wear, but you wear it so beautifully. What's that feel like to walk with that responsibility?
I see it as an opportunity to represent what it looks like to believe in yourself.
Yes.
And it sometimes can feel like pressure. I want to be very transparent about that. It's not I'm just oh, everything's fine and it's so easy to carry all this. No, it's hard sometimes, and that's because I care, like you were saying. I really care about how I'm impacting people on the stage, how I'm impacting people in what I talk about in interviews like this. Like, I want people to go away understanding that it's okay to feel different.
For sure.
And still love yourself and like still show up. So like, it's an amazing opportunity, and it's something that I don't take lightly. I put a lot into it.
What was really cool is not too long ago I had the chance to sit down with Gabrielle Nevaeh, who plays in Stranger Things. She's the lead role in Stranger Things, young black woman. It's her very first Broadway role. And to know that she has people like you to look up to. And I'm not trying to put any, Gabrielle, love you, homegirl. That's my little girl. We did some work together when we were working with Nickelodeon. And just to know that she's able to step into her greatness and to look at someone like you to pave the way. Who were some of those people that you looked up to, whether they were people of color, women of color, men of color, or just someone that you admired what they did by being themselves, and you thought, that's a North Star for me?
I'll have to say Audra McDonald. I feel that like a lot. I know. Yeah. Like, she's just the epitome of like class to me. And so wildly talented, but it's so beyond like her output as an artist. Like, it's who she is and how she shows up and how gracious she is, especially in the face of hardship or criticism or anything. Like, she just stays true to herself. And I've always, and watching her kind of like jump through different aspects of the industry, just be this multifaceted creative, was always super inspiring to me growing up. And so.
And you were in the same building at the Tonys with her.
I was. And it was freaking awesome.
Okay. To be there, to be at Radio City Music Hall, and to see Cynthia Erivo, as we obviously have those same, I don't want to say comparisons, but those same, kind of relationships.
Yeah, connections.
That's what I was looking
for.
To be there and to be honored and to, just see what this show has done, not only on Broadway, but even on the big screen. Like, how cool is that?
It was so special, especially because like I did my matinee on Broadway that day. Damn. And it was crazy because
Was it hella crazy?
It was hella crazy. The degreening, all of it. Anyways, but I was like, when am I going to have the opportunity to do Wicked on Broadway as the first Black Elphaba, then go to the Tonys where my sister queen, my sister witch, is hosting, and like have so many like Black and brown stories being told on Broadway right now. Like, it's such an honor to be a part of this community and like get to be something that people look up to, just like I've had those people that I get to look up to and feel like, oh, I'm allowed to take up space because they took up space. So
very much so.
So it's just this roundabout, just like circle of life moment. Like, let's all give to each other.
Before you were popping into the room here, we were talking behind the camera about the fact that it's happening now. You may have felt that, 4 years ago you were prepared for it, or maybe even 2.5 years, or damn it, when you were, 15 years old, I could step into that role right now. But, because I felt that way in some moments within my career as well.
Yes.
A lot of people who feel like they are ready, but the world isn't ready.
Yeah.
What does it mean for this to be the time that you get to shine?
It's everything. I mean, the show is so accessible to so many people now that it's on film, like internationally, like of every age and demographic. And so like, it's, oh my God, it's like, I don't know. I always thought I would, as a kid, I was like, I just dreamed of doing something that like really mattered to people. And like, now it just feels like the stage for Wicked in this moment is just so vast. So I feel like I'm just so blessed to have this like even larger platform than I would have if it was another year, or if another Black woman gotten to play the role for the first time, which would have still been amazing. But the historic nature of it, in tandem with what's happening in the movie and all of that, is just like, dang, I really have. This is really a special and unique moment to be in this role.
All the stars are aligned. They truly are, and there's
it's
a reason
crazy.
For that. It's now that you were supposed to be here.
And
let's hang and talk about the movie a little bit.
Yeah.
Did you get to see the movie before everybody else?
I was not in Wicked yet when the first half of the movie came out.
So what about part two? Like, you get to see, you know what I'm saying?
I think I don't know if we're gonna get to see it before. Maybe.
I mean, you're gonna be at the premiere.
Hopefully.
That's John M. Chu.
Yeah.
Come on, brother.
And look, let me tell you something. John, the homie.
He's
because
the homie.
He's the homie.
Let's go.
John, listen to me, sir.
Come on, talk to John.
John, you are so kind, for real. Like, the moment I got this offer, he was in my DMs congratulating me, like, so authentic. He's also from the Bay.
He's from California.
He's from California.
Yeah.
Maybe not the Bay, but from California.
Yep.
So we already have that connection. But
Yep.
if you hear this, John, just know I'm grateful for your support. He was like, we've never met, like we've never interacted, and just for him to be so supportive.
I'm gonna throw one at you with a connection, a little California connection
Come on.
John Chu.
Come on.
Back in the day when he was doing all of his dance battle challenges with Miley Cyrus
Yes,
and AC/DC crew, I got family. So John, we
gotta talk. We gotta talk.
Make sure Lencia is available.
Please.
If there's room for one other, you know what I'm saying, California native.
Come on, you gotta support your California family, okay?
Pull up on me. Pull up on me. No, it is really special the moment that is happening right now. And
absolutely.
that you get to be a part of this for who it is that you are. We didn't touch on this too much, but feel free to. I mean, we talked about it being you and your connection to going to school and politics, and and really standing up for people marginalized, just people in general.
Yes.
Gosh, how do parts of that? Seems like it's an obvious question, but how do parts of that make its way into the character on stage?
I think my undergraduate studies taught me a lot of like context. Like I can compare and contrast different cultures and different like political systems and economic systems across the world to like help create a world for my characters. And then the more like technical transferable skills like research and like just general professionalism and just work ethic that I had to learn working in like law and politics and international relations, like those skills, like they just really help me build a well-balanced character.
For sure. And then what about a well-balanced Lencia? Do you get the chance to relax and chill here in the city?
I have to.
I mean, you don't want to but you live nearby the theater, so that way you can, what did you say earlier? You can bow. And
I got the bow to bed pipeline. It's very important. I have to rest.
You have to rest.
I have to rest.
How important is that for you
It's
with
so-
your heart health?
It's so important. I can be kind of a workaholic and a bit of a perfectionist. So like I can keep pushing because my body is strong. Thank you to the universe and to God. Like my body can handle a lot, but that doesn't always mean I should push it to the limit. And so I try to do a little like preemptive rest, like kind of work it into my schedule, whether it means taking days off of work before I'm on empty. Because I don't want to I have a year in this role. I don't want to burn out. No. Like, I have to chill.
But also what I gather from our conversation here is that you want to be your best for everyone else to be able to absorb your best self. And you can't do that if you don't take time for yourself.
I cannot give what I don't have. Yeah. So I have to refill myself so I can give the way I want to give.
I cannot give what I don't have.
Come on, write it down, Lord.
Clip that. You know what I'm saying? Clip that right there. Well, I wanted to, before we wrap up the conversation, because I feel we could talk forever.
Same.
We didn't even go to the, you know what I'm saying, the relationship to the family and friends back home in California, whether or not In-N-Out Burger is better than Jack in the Box late
night. In-N-Out.
Okay, good answer.
Are you crazy?
No,
Who says Jack in the Box?
But sometimes the 99-cent tacos go hard.
Fine. Especially late at night. That's fine. I can accept that.
I do, because I have been building up the courage to step on a stage. I feel like being on the radio station, I'm behind the scene but with the cameras and how we be. If anybody has been seeing what's on the table here, I printed out some asides here from Wicked. And I think
this is crazy.
Do you think that I can audition for the role, Fiyero?
I'll let you know.
Act 1, Scene 9.
Okay, are we doing this?
We gonna do it.
Okay.
How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Maxwell. I stand at 5'8", 168 pounds, and I am auditioning for the role of Fiyero.
Also, where are you based?
I am based out of, San Diego, born and raised.
Good.
I live now in New York, Jersey City, because I like looking into New York versus the opposite way, and here's my go. Are we prepared for this? Here we go.
Careful, don't shake him.
I'm not.
And we can't let him loose anywhere, we gotta find someplace safe.
Well, I realize that too. You think I'm stupid, don't you?
No, not really stupid.
Why is it that every time I see you, you're causing some sort of commotion?
I don't cause commotions. I am one.
That's for sure.
So you think I should keep my mouth shut? Is that what you're saying?
No, what
you think I want to be this way? You think I want to care this much?
Look,
you think I don't know how much easier my life would be if I didn't?
Do you ever let anybody else talk?
Oh. Sorry. But can I say one more thing? You could have walked away back there.
So?
So no matter how shallow and self-absorbed you pretend to be...
Well, excuse me. There's no pressure here. I happen to be genuinely self-absorbed and deeply shallow.
No, you're not. Or you wouldn't be so unhappy.
Fine, if you don't want my help.
No, I do. His heart is pounding. I didn't mean to frighten him.
What did you mean to do? And why was I the only one you didn't do it to?
You're bleeding.
I am?
It must have scratched you.
Oh, yeah, well, maybe it scratched me or something. I better go get to safety. I mean, the cup.
Yes, of course.
Get the cup to safety.
Vero. Okay.
End scene. Maybe? Call back?
I do have notes.
Okay, please.
However, I feel like you ate. You gave me some.
No
you gave
crumbs or still a
no,
little?
some a little.
Okay, all right.
But you were dropped. Like you were giving me energy. Like. Very good. Okay, put them on, honey.
No. Lencia Kebede in the building, ladies and gentlemen. This is a true, genuine soul. Thank you for your energy,
Of
love.
course. Thank you for having me. You are so crazy.
You're so dumb. I love
That
it.
is so silly.
Oh.